Okay, guys, this is another. I got more of this Milligan, guys. The Friends of Zion. I remember No More News. Adam Green talked about Zionism, and I'm not a Zionist though. Like it's almost like they think that if I donate money to the Holocaust survivors, somehow they think I'm a Zionist, but it doesn't mean that I'm a Zionist. Like it means like I support Israel, but yes, I love Jewish people, but I don't support what Israel's doing to the Palestinians. Like, cause I don't see how there's gonna be peace in Israel if we just, think that Palestinians are always the problem. Because the thing is that Israel is the only good guy, then I don't see how there's gonna be peace. Cause like it's almost like saying, "Will you help right now?" We simply cannot allow Satan to stop the work that God has called us to do. That God has called us to do for Him and for His chosen people. But some Jews don't believe they're chosen. I have a book about like how I stopped being a Jew. How some Jews don't believe in being chosen. We must not falter at this time when hatred and anti-Semitism are growing. Yes, we had to stop anti-Semitism, but when you speak about evil things that they're doing, these evil Jews are doing, if you say that you'll be called anti-Semitic. Kind of like David Icke. He talks about the evil Jews in Washington D.C., but he was called anti-Semitic. David Icke talks about Israel a lot in his videos. I wonder what he thinks of this Friends of Zion stuff. So, kind of talks about all this stuff that you get if you donate. I think this stuff is pretty cool. You get if you donate money, but I don't want to donate any money. But you get like $125. You get a chauffeur, book. I mean, Israel is a beautiful place, but I would love to go there. Yeah, but I got this magazine, Friends of Zion. But Israel is a beautiful place, but I would love to go there someday. But my brother-in-law is from Jordan. He lives like right next door to Israel. So like, it's like, Israel, the promised land. A lot of things are happening in Israel right now, like a lot of terrorism but what the thing that got wrong was like it's almost like they're saying the thing that stood out. Okay, I think it's all just religion that's causing all this because we think that I talked to this kid that he didn't like what Israel's doing. Like he just thinks that religion just gives you an excuse to do evil. In their eyes, they think it's good, but in God's eyes. But Evans fought fighting anti-Zionism with online cyber terrorism initiative. Okay, I'm an anti-Zionist, but I'm not a terrorist. I know some Jews in Israel that are anti-Zionist. I talked to an IDF person that he's not anti-Zionist now. Because what he did, he was an IDF soldier. I talked to him on Facebook. And he quit the IDF because he was disgusted with the IDF. The IDF was doing to kids. They were what the IDF soldiers were doing to Palestinian kids, and like they were, like I have a book that talks about Israel, like Israel trying to shoot Palestinian kids that were just unarmed. I mean, how sick would you be if you saw someone shoot a kid, unarmed kid, and like You know, it's almost like he's just supporting them because if he doesn't, he'll be called maybe anti-Semitic. See how it works? You know, like, that's how these people control the world. Like, because you don't support them, they'll just make you look bad and like calling you a Holocaust denier. I mean, this is good what he's doing, like Dr. Evans with Holocaust survivors. Oh, I like how he's like, yeah, celebrate with the Holocaust survivors. The thing is that some Holocaust survivors don't actually support Israel. So some do support Israel, Holocaust survivors. That's what I found interesting, is that I heard that some Holocaust survivors don't actually support, you know, the Jewish state of Israel. You know, they think it's causing another genocide. You know, because like, if Israel really wants peace in the Holy Land, they had to become friends with the Palestinians. I sure like this painting that they have. Like this painting. That's Mike Evans right there. Like, I saw him on the No More News thing. He wrote a lot of books. And Friends of Zion. And my brother said he actually heard someone knock on the door at our house, and he said like these people had it's from this Jerusalem prayer team. Yeah. So that's him at the Western Wall. You know, I always want to go to the Western Wall and do that, you know. But I like those horns that the Jewish people have. I like those horns, and I like their culture, but, you know, the Jewish culture, but it's just, yeah, I know that some good Jews I talk to that, you know, they don't support Israel anymore. Like, some Jews actually refused to join the Israel Defense Force, and then like, but then they were put the jail for that, just for refusing. It just talks about. I just think, cause my brother-in-law, he's Jordanian, and like he doesn't believe in God, and you know he just thinks that, you know, Israel has to, like, you know, it's just like religion. That's the problem, you know. Oh yeah. Yeah, and like I heard that Israel is actually having its own United Nations now. It's kind of weird how like they just keep giving me this stuff just by me just donating a few dollars, almost like they're like, you know, like they won't go away, like, you know. It's almost like they won't stop giving me this stuff. And so like, I do like this gifts they give you, but I mean I sure would like to buy that, but like, I don't want to. Maybe some other way, but I like those horns, look pretty cool. But I mean, I don't want to donate mine to like get it that way. Maybe they might have a show for it on Amazon or something they can buy. Like, this is $1,000. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. It says on the thing. That's pretty cool, but we better have like real peace, not just people who just profit, just keep making wars in the Middle East. So, because like Israel probably benefited from all these wars in the Middle East we did, like we're fighting in Syria, which was Israel's war, because we were fighting their wars for them, for Israel. We were fighting in Syria because we were fighting for, Israel. Because like Israel has a lot of enemies surrounding them in the Middle East, and they're just a tiny country. But I mean, I think that's why religion is so such a problem in our society that I think religion needs to be looked at. We never really question that much about religion. We just I don't know. This guy just seems pretty shady to me. Weird to me, but I saw him on the news with M. Green. But yeah, it's really sad what's happening to the Israelis in the Middle East, and I sure would like. It's sad that really young people in the IDF and Israel, like, that they're really young kids that serve in the IDF. They're like way younger than me, and they're like, I'm like 27 now, so like these kids in Israel are like probably only 16 years old when they joined the IDF. But some are refusing, and I think that's good. We don't need any more wars in the Middle East. I mean, how many times have we heard about the Palestinian conflicts? And I'm kind of tired of it, like have books about an Israeli who wrote a book about letters to my Palestinian neighbor who wants peace, but he's not a Zionist. Like what's one book I had by a Jewish person? It was a book by Yossi Klein, Letters to My Palestinian Neighbor. I recommend this one because, an Israeli writing letters to his Palestinian friend. When it came to Israel and Palestine, to Muslims and Jews, I had long came to feel that there couldn't be much that was new under the sun. How happy I am to be proven so wrong. Wow. Yeah, you should get this book.